The fashion world is buzzing months ahead of schedule, and this time, the whispers coming out of Milan are impossible to ignore. As February 2026 draws closer, industry insiders and fans alike are zeroing in on one tantalizing possibility. Jin of BTS could make a headline-stealing appearance at Gucci's upcoming Milan Fashion Week show, a moment that would instantly turn the already prestigious event into one of the most talked-about spectacles of the season. Speculation ignited after reports began circulating online, suggesting that the global superstar is expected to attend Gucci's fall-winter presentation in Italy, reigniting excitement around his relationship with the luxury house. Since aligning with Gucci, Jin's presence at fashion events has repeatedly proven to be a magnet for cameras, social media trends, and front-row frenzy. Each appearance has blended his signature elegance with the brand's bold, eclectic aesthetic, creating viral moments that ripple far beyond the runway. Milan Fashion Week itself is no stranger to star power, but the possible arrival of a figure as globally influential as Jin would elevate the atmosphere to another level. The city's historic streets, already primed for editors, buyers, and celebrities from around the world, could soon be flooded with fans, hoping to catch even a glimpse of him stepping out of a black van in a tailored Gucci ensemble. For many, the anticipation alone has become part of the event's allure, with online communities dissecting past looks and predicting what silhouette, color palette, or archival twist he might debut next. What makes the rumors even more compelling is Jin's recent trajectory. After a series of highly praised public appearances and growing involvement in high-profile projects, his fashion influence appears stronger than ever. Previous Milan visits generated global headlines within minutes, with photos spreading across platforms and sparking discussions not only about his styling, but also about Gucci's creative direction. A return in 2026 could signal another strategic moment for the brand, leveraging his worldwide appeal at a time when luxury houses increasingly rely on cultural icons to reach younger, digitally native audiences. Gucci, for its part, has long embraced theatrical presentations and unexpected collaborations, and hosting Jin in the front row, or potentially as a central guest of honor, would align perfectly with that tradition. The brand's runway shows often blur the line between fashion and performance art, and the addition of a K-pop megastar could amplify that crossover, drawing in viewers who might not normally tune in to a Milan livestream but would make an exception for him. For fans, the possibility carries emotional weight as well as aesthetic intrigue. Many have followed Jin's fashion evolution, from sleek, minimalist tailoring to more daring, experimental choices, and Milan Fashion Week offers the perfect stage for another defining chapter in that journey. Social media timelines are already filling with mock-ups, styling predictions, and countdown graphics, even in the absence of official confirmation, proof of how a single rumor can ignite a global conversation. Whether the reports ultimately solidify into a confirmed appearance or remain tantalizing speculation, one thing is certain: the mere suggestion of Jin attending Gucci's February 2026 show has added an extra layer of drama and anticipation to an event that thrives on both. If he does walk into that Milan venue, cameras flashing and photographers calling his name, the moment is almost guaranteed to dominate headlines, trend worldwide within minutes, and reaffirm his status as not just a music icon, but one of fashion's most powerful modern muses. The ripple effect of such an appearance would stretch far beyond Milan's historic venues and velvet-roped entrances. International media outlets would likely scramble to confirm details, dispatching photographers and correspondents to capture every second of his arrival, from airport sightings to the first flashbulb-filled step onto the cobblestone streets. Fashion editors would dissect the look within minutes, debating whether it signals a new era for Gucci's aesthetic or hints at broader trends for the fall-winter season, while fan communities would flood timelines with real-time translations, reactions, and carefully zoomed-in screenshots of every accessory and stitch. Industry analysts, meanwhile, would be quick to frame the moment in terms of cultural power. In recent years, the intersection between K-pop and luxury fashion has reshaped marketing strategies across Europe's most storied houses, and Jin's potential presence would stand as another high-profile example of that shift. His global reach, spanning continents and demographics, offers brands something few traditional celebrities can match: instant worldwide visibility paired with an intensely loyal audience that turns runway appearances into viral events. For Gucci, hosting him during one of its most important seasonal showcases could translate into unprecedented digital engagement and renewed attention in key markets. There is also a narrative of timing at play. February shows often set the tone for the entire fashion year, and a star-studded front row can amplify a collection's impact long after the final model leaves the catwalk. Should Jin attend, the images from that single evening could circulate for months, appearing in magazine spreads, year-end fashion roundups, and retrospective analyses of how celebrity influence shaped the 2026 season. Stylists and creatives might even reference the look in future collaborations, turning a fleeting appearance into a lasting visual touchstone. Behind the glamour, the speculation underscores how closely the worlds of music, fashion, and fandom have become intertwined. What once might have been a simple guest appearance is now treated like a global event, complete with countdowns, travel plans from international fans, and coordinated online campaigns celebrating every confirmed detail. Hotels near the venue could see bookings spike, local cafes might fill with fans refreshing livestream feeds, and Milan itself would briefly become the epicenter of a worldwide digital gathering. Until official statements are released, the story remains suspended in that tantalizing space between rumor and reality. Yet in an industry fueled by anticipation, that uncertainty is almost part of the spectacle. The mere suggestion of Jin attending Gucci's February 2026 show has added an extra layer of drama and anticipation to an event that thrives on both. If he does walk into that Milan venue, cameras flashing and photographers calling his name, the moment is almost guaranteed to dominate headlines, trend worldwide within minutes, and reaffirm his status as not just a music icon, but one of fashion's most powerful modern muses. Even in the absence of confirmation, the conversation itself has become a phenomenon, revealing just how magnetic Jin's name has become within the luxury sphere. Online forums and fashion communities continue to trade theories about seating charts, possible meetups with designers, and whether his attendance could coincide with new campaigns or surprise announcements from the brand. Some speculate that a front-row appearance might be paired with behind-the-scenes content released later, while others imagine exclusive editorials shot in Milan's grand palazzos, quietly prepared to drop once the runway dust settles. What adds another layer of intrigue is how unpredictable his styling choices have become in recent years. Known for balancing classic tailoring with flashes of eccentric detail, Jin has cultivated a reputation for turning up in looks that feel effortless, yet meticulously considered. If he does attend, observers will be watching closely for subtle clues embedded in his outfit, perhaps a revival of a heritage Gucci motif, a daring silhouette that echoes the collection's theme, or accessories that spark immediate imitation across social platforms. In an era when a single celebrity photo can influence global shopping trends overnight, every button, brooch, and shoe choice could become part of a larger fashion conversation. The potential cultural impact extends beyond aesthetics. Moments like these often redefine how global audiences engage with fashion weeks, transforming what was once an industry-focused showcase into a mainstream entertainment spectacle. Livestream numbers could surge, hashtags might dominate multiple regions simultaneously, and fashion commentary would spill out of specialist circles into general news cycles. For many casual viewers, Jin's possible appearance could serve as the entry point into following the show at all, broadening Gucci's reach in ways that traditional advertising rarely achieves. As February approaches, the suspense is likely to intensify rather than fade. Each new rumor, blurry airport photo, or cryptic social media post will be scrutinized for meaning, feeding a narrative that grows richer by the day. Whether the final chapter confirms his presence or not, the buildup itself has already demonstrated the extraordinary pull he commands and how a single name can reshape the energy around one of fashion's most important weeks. In that sense, the story is no longer just about whether Jin will sit in the front row in Milan. It is about anticipation as currency, about the fusion of pop stardom and couture, and about how modern fashion thrives on moments that exist first in whispers before exploding into global headlines. If the doors open and he steps inside that Gucci venue, it will feel less like a surprise and more like the climax of a long, carefully watched prelude, one that fans and industry insiders alike have been writing together in real time. The weeks leading up to the show could easily turn into a slow-burning countdown, with fashion calendars bookmarked, live stream links saved, and fan pages preparing graphics for every possible outcome. Even neutral observers may find themselves drawn into the swirl simply because the scale of attention surrounding his potential appearance feels impossible to ignore. In today's hyper-connected media environment, where speculation can travel faster than press releases, the narrative often takes on a life of its own, shaped collectively by fans, journalists, stylists, and brand watchers, all feeding into the same cycle of expectation. What is striking is how this single rumor encapsulates a broader shift in how luxury houses cultivate relevance. Runway collections are no longer judged solely by silhouettes and fabrics. They are evaluated through moments, personalities, and the emotional responses they spark online. A celebrity arrival can sometimes eclipse the clothes themselves, at least for a few hours, redirecting global attention toward the front row before drifting back to the runway. If Jin does appear, that gravitational pull could be especially strong, reframing Gucci's February presentation as not just a seasonal debut, but a cultural flashpoint. There is also the possibility that the evening could generate narratives beyond fashion, unexpected interactions with other celebrities, candid exchanges captured by photographers, or brief remarks that spiral into headlines of their own. These unscripted details often linger longest in public memory, adding texture to what might otherwise be a carefully choreographed affair. In that sense, Jin's potential attendance represents not just star power, but unpredictability, the promise that something memorable might happen simply because he is in the room. As the industry waits, the speculation continues to blur the line between forecast and event. Milan Fashion Week, months away, already feels closer than it should, pulled forward by collective curiosity. And while official confirmations will eventually either seal the story or redirect it, the excitement building around the possibility has already achieved something remarkable. It has turned a single date on the fashion calendar into a global talking point. If February arrives and Jin ultimately remains absent, the episode will still stand as a testament to his reach, a reminder of how swiftly attention can coalesce around one figure. But if he does attend, stepping into the venue beneath chandeliers and camera flashes, the moment will likely crystallize into one of the season's defining images, replayed across platforms and remembered long after the final look leaves the runway. Either way, the speculation itself has become part of the spectacle, proving that in modern fashion, anticipation can be just as powerful as the show.